I ask a kid to bench 135 as fast as he can, it's gonna be right all over the fucking place.
When you do speed work, is it concentric speed only, or is it eccentric and concentric speed?
It's a mixture of both, but concentric speed is really the
More
important.
important.
Yeah, for most sports, it doesn't matter how fast you can move backwards, it matters how fast you move forward. You know what I mean?
So same thing, control so that the bar path's
But
perfect
what I do
down.
at an advanced level, and this is getting beyond what you guys need right now, but my eccentric changes constantly on speed work, so I could confuse myself. So sometimes I'll do 3-second negatives to fast concentric, 5-second negatives to catch fast concentric, as fast as I can move up and down, as fast as I can drop it and only barely touch my t-shirt, so I can't touch myself. I have to retract right when I feel it, but it doesn't hit me. Like, those are a lot of different ways to do speed work that make you better, but if you can't even bench correctly, it doesn't matter. And that's it took me 12 or 15 years to get it to that point where normal speed work doesn't work for me anymore. I have to have more variability every set. So I'm telling you to change things every workout, eventually you're gonna have to change things every freaking set. So first set of tricep push downs I'll do this way, then I'll do this way, then I'll do this way. Every set's different. Then it's not even a weekly change, it's a daily change. But that's why my elbows don't hurt, my shoulders feel good, my knees and my hips are good. It's because they're getting pressure from different angles and different ways all the time. So they're not just getting the constant wear one way constantly. That's what causes problems. You guys ready to do some upper? Yeah.
One last question. Ed Coons, he was big in saying like he never truly maxed. Is that kind of what you're saying? Like you never really maxed, you're just constantly building.
So max effort work, you gotta remember, is constituted of anything above 90%, not 100. So what I do for max now, because I'm a top fuel dragster, is I go to 90 in training and I'll go to 100 in a meet. So I go to 100 miles an hour twice a year. Everything else is a 9. Then there's a couple advantages of that. One, I don't get beat down nearly as bad. Two, I never learn to fail, ever. So when I crawl under something, even if it feels like it's gonna break me, my body never knows how to fail. It only knows how to do. So that is a really good thing for kids. If they push to a 9 and they start to grind, stop. That's max. You have technical max and you have comp max. If you look at the books in the Soviet Union, they talk about it all the time.
Science of practice and strength training.
Yeah, you want to stay at a technical max constantly. Work on technique and do it until technique becomes iffy. Then you have competition max where everything's laid on the line. The problem is when people do max work, they lay everything on the line constantly. That's a lot of neural fatigue. And the stronger you get, the more neural fatigue it is. So it's more important the stronger you get to turn your max effort days into 90% versus 100%. And that's where I think people screw up the whole cycle.
And you can push harder on the same weight, to get that max.
Right,
You're
exactly.
accelerating
So
faster.
you're almost like RP, like 8.
RP at 9.
Okay.
Maybe you could like, oh man, I got one more set, coach. Okay, you're stopping.
Exactly. You talked a little bit about RP.
I always go until I feel like I got maybe one more.
Okay.
Like you come up and say, here's $1,000, man, you can do another set. That's when I stop.
Yeah, Donnie was telling me that the other day you need to leave the gym knowing not to do 10, 15 more.
Well, that's what, I eventually learned that from Larry Pacifico, which had probably the most back-to-back world titles of any lifter. But Larry Pacifico used to tell me constantly, because he lives like an hour and a half from me, when I was a kid, and I used to see him at local meets, and he goes, I always push to a 9, never a 10 unless it was a meet. But he told me the same thing, he never learned to fail. Anytime he grabbed something, his body never knew that might not go. He just grabbed it, everything went. See what I mean? So I'm a big fan.